You know what's on my goals for this year?
That? You're focused on just surviving. Other people have been living, so it's like obviously you guys are gonna be in different places.
Love this hat. I think this is so cute.
So gross.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's a new year.
I know. Things that we're leaving in the new year and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like things you want to leave and you want to let go of. I don't know, maybe something that you've been struggling with letting go of. You could go first.
The whole time you were saying that, I was like trying to really like do a deep dive.
Yeah.
I'm still doing it. I'm kind of struggling because like there's so many things I need to let go of. Like there's a crazy long list, but it's just, am I gonna do it?
Yeah.
Like that's the hardest thing. Like yeah, it's a new year, but like to break habits can be really, really hard. So I'm just gonna try and start new habits to like replace the old ones. I do this thing where I role play scenarios in my brain that are never gonna happen. And I almost feel like it's a form of like self-torture that I do to myself. And I'm like, why do I keep on doing that? I need to switch over to manifesting like good possibilities for myself rather than being like stuck on the past, creating different scenarios in my head.
Yeah.
Past things that I wish I could have done better, and I'll like envision a whole scenario where I did something different, and then that would lead me to a new place that I'm in now. Oh, if I took this route instead of doing this and I'd be here by now.
Yeah,
or like, oh, if I did this with this person, maybe this shit wouldn't have went left. We would have been blessed. Things would have been different. And like, I envision those things so much, like those scenarios, but those are already in the past. I can't build a time machine, go back and tell myself like, yo, Destiny, don't do this, or Destiny, do that. It's already done and gone. It's in the past, but I will envision myself in the past doing different shit. I can't do that. I'm here now. I'm in the present. I have to be thinking about the future. That is going to be something this year that I really want to like get myself out of.
Yeah, because I feel like the things we're usually anxious about are usually the things that never happen, and the things that happen are things that you're not even thinking about. You know what I mean? The things you're there, like, they're like, oh, what if it happens like this? And it probably won't. And then too, with the past, yeah, there's no point of being like, I could have, or I wish I should have, but if I went this way, I actually would have been here, because you're not. And I like to think that that's for a reason, and you're here now and it's gonna align the way it's supposed to, so it is what it is. I definitely obviously have that problem too with the past. I literally actually was just talking about that, but I feel obviously like for different reasons. It's so hard with the past. I don't know how I feel about letting go of the past completely, but some things I should probably let go of when it comes to the past. But
you can reminisce, but to live there is dangerous.
You know what my therapist just asked me last time? She was like, why do you feel like you live in the past? And I said, because they live there. So I feel like, yeah, you know, how can you even see what's in front of you right now if you're just like, oh, I wish I was there.
But like what Kiana's talking about right now is literally grief.
Yeah, grief. They pass, so it's like obviously they live in my past. I can't. Unfortunately, they're not in the present. They're not going to be in my future until I go. But like, you know, so yeah. But there's certain parts, I guess, and there's like it has to be a balance. You can't fully be in the past. You can't fully be in the future either, because that's when anxiety comes into place. One thing I would say I need to let go of is probably like, well, I think this is kind of. Well, how does that work? I was gonna say self-forgiveness, but I'm saying that's something I need to bring. So something I need to like let go of is like self-doubt and
shame.
Like shame is such like a deep-rooted emotion. It's so heavy, and even if you're not thinking about it, it's always there. And if you feel just ashamed of like yourself and who you are, it's gonna translate into everything that you do, you know? Like you're not gonna have the confidence because you're like, I actually don't deserve these blessings, or I don't deserve this, like why would this happen to me? You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's like a big one I need to let go of.
You do, and I feel like it's gonna allow you to flourish so much more in so many facets of life. I feel like you're like holding yourself back.
Definitely.
And yeah, I want you to really, really break out of that. There's so many goals that we want to set up for ourselves and stuff we've been talking about and now it's just time to put it into action. But that requires discipline.
That's another one though, to say actually like leaving inconsistency literally in every area of your life, like just not being consistent about something. And I think like consistency too proves it makes you trust yourself more, because you're like, wow, I actually did this, so then I'll be able to do this too, you know?
I told myself and I followed through.
Exactly.
Following through is very, very hard for a lot of people.
If you never do, you're not gonna, like, subconsciously or consciously, you're not even gonna have a relationship with yourself where you trust you, because you're like, everything I say I'm gonna do, I don't do, or I'll do it for a month or a week and then I stop. So
okay, another thing I want to let go of: embarrassment. I'll hold myself back out of fear, being judged, fear of failure, just fear all around. I feel like really holds me back. I don't want to feel ever embarrassed to fail or embarrassed to try. I shouldn't be scared to be vulnerable or to like show certain experiences, because that's just like my self-doubt and me expecting the worst out of people, thinking that they're gonna like, you know, judge me or like make fun of me or just anything that they might do. But it's like, even if they do that, do I know these people? Are they you? Are they my friends? Are they my family? Like, who are these people to me? Yeah, I feel like I just have to like really like keep on getting myself into the mindset of like, stuff doesn't really matter. We're really born to die, and I'm gonna try before I die, try like everything. And I feel like when I used to listen to Lana Del Rey all the time, I feel like my mindset was so different. Like, I used to live really carefree, because she just preached certain things to me, to live by her principle that we were all born to die, and like live like each day was my last. Life got in the way, or not wanting to take risks, not like really living presently.
But also too, with age though, so many things become scarier in a sense because we're aware of the consequences. We've probably experienced some of the consequences of some actions already. Little kids, like, they'll do crazy shit because they don't understand the consequence of what could happen. You get older and then you get more fearful of heights and roller coasters and all these things, because you're like, oh, just things like, like, it's like things look like mountains to even attempt to do. I think a big thing though is like not worrying about how people are gonna perceive you. They're gonna think whatever they want to think about you. You could be the juiciest peach and somebody isn't gonna like peaches. Just do what you want to do for you, and if you want to do it, go for it, do it. How many times do people post something and then they're like, they may get negative comments, they want to take it down, or like it didn't get enough views so they want to take down, or it gets too much views and you're like, okay, I don't want to be perceived this much, I'm gonna delete it. Like,
or even people that post stuff just to say deleting soon. I feel like people post that saying deleting soon because they're trying to like gauge how the public feels about something, but it's like, you shouldn't be worried about how other people feel about something. How do you feel about the said thing?
Always so corny. Like, okay, delete your whole account while you're at it, please. Just deactivate.
Because why are you saying deleting soon? What do you want people to say? Please don't delete it. Oh my gosh, we need this.
Ghosting. D&D on a black screen, nobody message, nobody text. Okay, like, bro, what? Like, what did you think people were gonna do? The world was gonna stop and be like, yo, he stopped posting, fam. He said D&D. Like, hey, nobody cares.
Use that to your leverage. Nobody cares, so post whatever you want to post anyways. Like, who cares?
You know what is also so important? Say you don't have a high self-confidence, right? And you're like, oh, I don't want to go here because everybody's going to pay attention and think I'm weird and think I'm ugly. That's still rooted in ego. So even if you feel like, bro, this isn't egotistical, I'm not like, hey, everybody's going to look at me, it's still rooted in your ego, because you're still thinking that everybody is going to look at you a certain way, care about what you're doing, care about what you say. People do not care about you probably as much as you think that they care about you. So it's like, even if you're in like a low vibrational state thinking everybody's going to think this and that, they probably don't care.
Yeah, they're worried about the stuff they could have going on. Hello. You're walking down the street thinking that somebody's looking at the stain on your shirt. Meanwhile, they're thinking about their grandma in the hospital. Like, you actually don't know what's going on in somebody's brain. And I feel like you're taking up a lot of mental energy thinking about what they have going on instead of thinking about what you have going on. This year, I want us all to be thinking about what we have going on, what our friends have going on, what our family has going on, because those are the people that really, really matter.
Not those that man that won't text you back and you're checking his Snapchat score and all these, you know, that foolishness. Those people don't matter. Or Sally Sue that didn't part with you in high school or whatever, you know what I mean?
People come, people go, and the ones that stay are meant to stay. Going into the new year, we all just need to remember that. I was gonna ask you, okay, what are like some goals that you have for the new year?
Goal is to get in the gym. That's a very big goal. Be consistent with, I don't know, anything I say I want to be consistent in, I just need to be consistent. And a big one was like to not vape anymore.
You've done really well. You haven't vaped how long?
It's been a while. Like, I don't even know. I didn't count. Probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. Oh, be more active on social media. Something I really wanted to do.
Yeah, I feel like you're very like no face, no case.
I'm not even posting like anything at all ever. So,
like not only do you not go outside.
Yeah, but I don't.
But you don't. Yeah.
Like I don't even do any. Yeah, so not that. And then also go outside to things I want to go to though. But like just be outside more. But I started school, so it's like obviously I'm gonna have to be outside a bit more. But like just do things I want to do outside. Just things that I've been putting off. I need to like do because we just keep delaying it and we're gonna be 50 and then it's like I never said I did, like I never did these things.
You know how people do the 75 hard?
Oh yes. And saving a certain amount, that's a big one.
Saving
a certain amount.
I just got my paycheck today and I saw it and I was like, okay, this is not bad. So I'm gonna like try and like hold that for real. And also got a new corporate 9-to-5 girly job and I also serve, so I work 2 jobs. But I really want us to like get that PC so we can start Twitch streaming. Streaming is something I want to bring into the new year. I feel like that's just like so fun to be able to like connect with you guys in real time, talk.
You need to make one.
I made a vision board. Your mom was like, "What are you doing?"
She always wakes up at 8 a.m. She snores happily the whole night while I just don't sleep, and then she wakes up at 8 a.m.
I'm so sorry.
Especially because you were so close to me. Like 2, because Keisha also slept here, so like it was like right there. So I was like, every time I heard something I even felt bad, but I was like anyways guys, I was just watching the movie Kids. Please comment if you watch Kids 1995. Bro, that movie is crazy.
It was really disturbing. If you want to be disturbed, I guess go ahead and watch it. But what are you looking at,
brother? What is going on with your toes, my nigga? What is that?
I haven't got a pedicure in a long time.
Me neither, but this is insane what you have going on. Guys. I wish she's not gonna show you guys. Oh my god. Oh.
You know what's on my goals for this year? I'm gonna have pretty toes. I've been busy. Now I'm kind of struggling because I've been busy. Guys, he's like cut you at night, eh?
What are you talking about?
We're talking about the movie Kids. It's really disturbing.
It's just really made me laugh. The movie Kids is very disturbing, but it's good though. It's good, but I was just searching up the characters because I always go and search something which Destiny really doesn't like about me because I'll find something about the movie even though I'm not even like, you know what I mean?
Just spoiler alerts. You don't need to like spoil before you find out.
But I just like, I'm so intrigued since I was so young. Like I would always go on Wikipedia after I watch this, like listen to a song or a movie, and I'm like, I have to figure out everything. And like so many of the actors passed, and it's like they were so young when they passed. So sad. But
the kids within that movie, like they have certain habits, right? Like we all have habits that we like lean into that we want to change. Like their habits, for example, were just like essentially like hanging out, doing nothing, getting high, getting drunk, and that's what they were doing like literally every day. And I was like, wow, I wonder where those people like would be in 5 years, 10 years, because you know, like even right now I think about that, where am I going to be in 5 years, 10 years? They're probably going to end up like, I don't know, like struggling or like on the streets or something because they're not actively working towards any type of goal or just doing anything outside of that. And it's like those patterns and habits, they become your life. Like one day you wake up and you realize that you're grown and you're an adult now. You're pretty much living like you're still a teenager.
Yeah.
Because you haven't grown or changed. There's so many people that get involved in that. There's so many people that like are like 30 acting like they're a teenager too, like not even in their 20s. I think it just takes like realization that these habits are your life. They form who you become.
Literally. And it's interesting that you said that because I was just searching how they passed and like 2 of them actually were dealing with substance abuse and all these things. I was reading about how they like casted people, and a lot of the people they casted, it wasn't like they went to auditions, they just found them on the streets of New York. That's how they got like a lot. And like some of the actors are really big now, but they literally just found them on the street chilling. Like they were actually just kids. Some of them were in their like early 20s, kids still. And yeah, like they actually had these substance abuse issues and stuff like that, and like that's unfortunately how like some of them pass. So well, especially like when it comes to substance abuse and addiction, like obviously like that becomes, it's greater than just a habit, you know. But like if you're in the stage of where anything is a habit that you just want to kick, doesn't even have to be a substance, you know, but like you just are forming habits and you're like, okay, this is becoming my life. Actually, this is like a daily thing that is happening. Definitely just try to kick it as early as you can, because it takes 21 days to form a habit, I think, or something, and then that habit will become like routine.
It's not just setting up goals, it's actually setting up systems. I think 8% of people end up following through on their goals, but if you create certain systems, it's more realistic and it feels more manageable.
LOL, sorry. What was I gonna say? Yes. Also though, don't be too hard on yourself. That's something we should also leave in 2024. We should have left that in 2010. But like, say you don't go through on something that you wanted to do, like don't like kill yourself.
And they're like,
it.
oh, might as well not try anything now.
I might as well not try. I'm useless. Like this is the problem. I never do anything. I can't stick to anything. Like I should just, you know what I mean? Like don't let yourself get there. Like bro, like things also take time.
Yeah.
Like they also say in addiction, like relapse is a part of recovery. You know what I mean? And like I feel like that can be translated into other things. Like bro, you're gonna like, it doesn't always take, like it's not always like one time I try and you get it. People go to the gym for years until they finally actually stick to the gym. So it's like obviously like it's better if that's not the case, but like things take time. So don't be so like hard on yourself if like you can't just do something. Like I even tried to quit vaping how many times, like you know what I mean? And like what if I go buy a vape tomorrow, I shouldn't be like, see, all my progress went to nothing, there was no point. No, I literally proved that I could go without for so, you know what I mean? Like that's not nothing. Like, and I'll try again. Don't be so hard on yourself. I really think like shame is not something that like works when helping people really. Like you wouldn't tell your best friend like you're actually pathetic, so there's no point of you ever trying to go to the gym. You're a loser, you're always gonna be fat and ugly. Like you're not gonna tell your friend that, so don't tell yourself that.
Also, look at my toenails. I was telling my TikTok too, like the other day, time is also a social construct. Even if you start on the 5th, even if you start in March, I don't know, like every day could be looked at as a new beginning. It doesn't have to take a new year. This girl was like, oh, 2025 is done for me, I already cried. 2026 would be my year.
Yeah, we'll try again.
Yeah.
No.
Like, why does it have to be your year? Why can't it just be like, my time is now? This is my time.
We shouldn't have to wait for the New Year's to like even start anything or stop anything. But I feel like it's just like a nice concept though. Do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like a fresh start. Yeah, like, you know, in all ways. You may start in February, and that's completely okay. Oh my god, these fire trucks and stuff. You need to start putting positive things into the earth and the air.
Yeah,
shootout?
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of scary. I hope they're okay, whatever they're dealing with.
Okay, God, please make sure they're all okay. Amen. What was I just saying? What did I just say? Oh God, don't know about it in my days, guys. We both have. No, I'm kidding. But okay, what was I gonna say? The guys. No, like there's definitely a shootout. What happened? Like that's like the 4th ambulance fire truck, and
they're going fast too. You hear that? It's like
zoom, seeing the color. Wow, okay, I really hope everything's okay and everybody's okay outside. You need to start putting positive things into the air, into the earth. Like, even if you catch yourself trying to say something negative about yourself, try to, like, stop yourself. Let me actually say something positive instead, which obviously takes time. That's something that, like, you have to, like, get better at. Manifest things. This is gonna be an amazing year for me and Destiny and for every single one of you guys watching. It's gonna be the best year of our lives, and the hardest days of our life are behind us.
Yeah.
And these are the best days to come. and God and the universe has got us, and it's gonna be a great year.
It's gonna be a great year.
Every day of this year is gonna be amazing. Yes, you're gonna be the happiest that you've ever been, the most successful, etc.
Yes. Oh, that makes me so happy. And also just like everyone watching, like start like planning things. Basically, I was saying like how journaling is important, just writing stuff down, because especially when you're an overthinker, thoughts come in and they go in a second. Like there's so many things happening simultaneously, so it's easy to like lose track and just like lose focus. Having that discipline to look at it every day is gonna help you guide you on a path.
Just change your mindset. Try to like write down what you want to stay consistent about, and then like try your best to do that. And you can even jot like how you're gonna do that to like go into more specifics. Try not to tell everybody your goals. I feel like hidden manifestation is a good thing, you know what I mean? People are bad minds sometimes, so you just don't want to tell everybody, oh, this is happening, I'm about to get this. It's better to let it happen, and then, you know what I mean, you can share your like achievement rather than like your goal. Do affirmations if that's gonna help you in the morning. And yeah, like don't worry about what people think, because it doesn't matter. Like as long as you, your loved ones, you know, the people important to you are supporting you and are with your goals, that's what matters. You already know everybody's gonna hate. If everybody's hating, if everybody's supporting, everybody's gonna support. Once you're where you want to be, everybody's gonna be with you too. So it's just like, don't worry about the rest, just worry about you and the people that matter.
I have one last question for you. So like last year, did you like make goals for yourself for this year?
Yeah, I did.
Did you feel like you achieved them, or like how do you feel like that went for you?
I achieved some. Like I achieved like putting out my book, finally did that, because I had that for like 2 years. So I finally did that. I guess quitting vaping, in a sense, I've been said I wanted to quit like a while back. Sobriety was the big thing, and I've stayed sober throughout the whole year, so that I did. There's like other things though that I haven't done, or I did and I went back and forth with it, you know what I'm saying? So yes and no. But I feel like last year I didn't really like, remember, I wrote it on that piece of paper you found, but it's like I lost that piece of paper, so I don't even really know what I wrote. Like this year I'm trying to like be more like, I feel like I have more visions maybe, so maybe that's why I want to like actually do it. Last year wasn't really like that. It was just like, you know what I mean? Like
if you're kind of lost, it's hard to like pinpoint stuff. If you're just focused on survival, it's hard for you to even think about goals, because you're just focusing on like trying to make it through each day. Yeah, I wasn't really focused. I didn't really have goals. I was literally just trying to like not, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I don't really have this big vision to like where I wanted to do things. So I don't know, I feel a bit more excited about this year. Also, I'm really into astrology, and like it is supposed to be a very good year for placements and stuff, so I really do feel that, you know what I'm saying? So like no more loss, no more hardships, just good things now. And like I don't want to survive this year, I want to live this year, you know? I don't want to. This has been so hard. I just want to live now. That's it. So I think we both just want to live. So what about you? Honestly, like I don't even remember. Like I really couldn't tell you. I remember I really did want the car, so I have my car now, and I really did want the stability, so I know I have the job. And graduating. For a moment there, I thought I was never gonna graduate. And I remember you telling me like, no, you're gonna do it. And I feel like you helped me so much, like so much.
Thank you. And every year and every life. But yeah, I told you, because you were like, oh, I don't feel like it's gonna happen. I'm like, bro, it took a bit longer for me too. Like, it wasn't, you were moving like you were like 37 still in your undergraduate degree. I'm like, bro, it's okay. It was like 4.5 years. This is normal or whatever. It takes time. Like,
it's just like when I see other people like moving ahead faster than me, it makes me so insecure, and then I want to give up. But
that's the thing, like, really comparison is a thief of joy, because like everybody does not, like, we all have such different lives. A lot of people are not, like, you're focused on just surviving because the last couple years of your life have been so hard, and other people have been living, so it's like obviously you guys are gonna be in different places. Like when you're in survival mode, you're not, like, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about just like getting the strength to even leave my bed. Like blessings come at different times. Like my dad told me, like, a lot of the people like that he was cool with in their 20s were way like further than him, and now he's further than them. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Like everybody, it's not a race. It's really not a race. Like, so don't even do that. It's gonna be okay.
On our own time, divine timing, just trust in it. And we love you guys. Happy New Year to everyone.
yes, I hope you guys have an amazing year. I know you guys are all gonna have an amazing year, and we are gonna stay consistent with this.
Yes.
I feel like we've been a bit more consistent though. We've been worse.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, more so. But love you guys, and it's gonna be a great year. Say that to yourself right now.
Type your like manifestations in the comments, and like we'll be sending you love and everything.
Yes.